went into that. We're gonna wait. We're gonna save this. We're gonna save all that for the next video. Hi everybody, my name is Rosalie and welcome back to my channel, Back to Chubby. Today is another Do It With Me weight loss, so I will be meal prepping today. It's fairly fast and simple. Today's video is probably going to be pretty fast, and I know I've said that in the last several videos, but this week I'm actually excited for the reason. It's a little bit tricky because I do have to get off work and I'm the only one who does my job, but I have been invited to go back to the university where I used to teach and guest lecture this week. So I'm looking forward to that and getting back into that sort of environment, and it's only for a couple class periods, but I am psyched. I'm a little bit nervous. I wouldn't say nervous, but like I know what I'm going to talk about and I am very familiar with the subject, which is why I was invited to talk about it. But like, I don't know if you can tell, I'm getting kind of flushed right here, which is weird, but I can't make it go away, and I didn't want to put on a lot of makeup because it makes my face feel hot sometimes if I'm kind of anxious, so everything will be fine. But I do need to wrap this up fairly quickly so that I can get to campus and get set up and have everything ready to go. So let's go ahead and get to the meal prep. For breakfast, don't judge me, I just didn't want to do anything this week. So we are having one of these breakfast bars, which is mostly all natural ingredients, an egg, and a banana. For lunch, we're going to have the standard meal prep for weight loss meal, some vegetables, and baked chicken breast. But it's fine. It turned out fine. For dinner, we're going to have some eggplant lasagna, and by that I mean instead of noodles, we are going to use slices of eggplant. You can also use slices of zucchini or squash, but these were on sale for 99 cents a piece, and it only takes 2 eggplants to make enough lasagna for the entire week. So I'm going to slice it up, lay it out flat on a pan, and then sprinkle it with a little bit of salt and let it sit for about 20 minutes because that draws out a lot of the excess moisture. When 20 minutes has gone by, I'll just blot it with a paper towel and pull off some of the moisture that seeped out of it. And then I'm going to throw it in the oven and bake it for about 10 minutes on each side just to dry it out a little bit more. Once it's done baking and it's cooled off a little bit, I'm going to layer it in the bottom of the pan, followed by some homemade pork sausage, which we made very, very lean. Some cottage cheese. You could also use ricotta, but I'm not really a fan of it and it's more expensive. Some tomato sauce or marinara, whatever you choose to use. We're also going to add a few diced onions, followed by a little bit of mozzarella cheese, and then just repeat that until we've filled the pan. Once it's filled, we're going to go ahead and bake it in the oven at 425 for about 30 minutes. And it tastes way better than it looks in this picture. For snacks, we're going to have an apple, some pepitas, and some dried fruit. Okay, so this week's meal plan, especially like the lasagna, looks like it has a lot of calories in it, but the half of the calories in it come from the cheese. Overall, like that big square that I showed you was only about 357 calories. So you could easily like double the amount that you have. It's very filling and it keeps you full, but I did not want to eat more than that just because my stomach and cheese don't get along very well. And I was actually a little bit reticent to use cheese at all this week just because I've been having some stomach troubles for like the past, I don't know, years, but for the past several weeks really. The calories this week, I've only got it up to like 1,300, and I figure we'll just sort of find something else to eat. For example, today I'm also adding in a peach that I have left over. 1,300 calories, even for like my calorie cycle plan, which if you've watched this before, I generally cycle through the amount of calories I eat in a week. So one week it might be 1,400, the next 15, 16, 17, 1,800, and then back down just to try and keep myself from plateauing. But 1,300 seems a little bit low for me, and it's not really where I needed to be at this week, but it just seemed like there was already a lot of food and I wasn't sure what else to add. So this week I am going to wing it just a tiny bit to sort of fill in those calories, because I'd really like to be at around 1,700 calories this week. So for example, if you add 2 tablespoons of peanut butter to the apple this week, that adds almost 200 calories. So I mean, it's pretty easy to fill in that little gap. I just wasn't sure what I wanted to do, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call the video here so I can get ready, get all of my materials together, and get to the university. I hope wherever you are safe and happy and healthy. Remember to just keep trying the best you can, even if you feel like you're having one of those weeks where you've fallen off the wagon or you're off track. Just keep trying. I will see you on Friday when I weigh in.